Once Upon a Time podcast, Season 6, Episode 12, Murder Most Foul. In this episode, Hook agrees to help David uncover the truth about his father, hoping to gain his respect. Meanwhile, Regina discovers Robin has a dark side that may complicate his acclimation to life in Storybrooke. I am your host, Molly Southgate, and with me is...
Martha Southgate.
And...
Rob Southgate from the dark side.
Robin from the dark side.
Is that like Jenny from the Block?
Yes.
What?
And Murder Most Foul.
Murder Most Foul. All right.
Oh, did we say the episode name? It's called Murder
You
Most
did.
Foul.
Season 6, Episode 12. You said all
You
that.
said it all.
Okay.
You were very thorough.
So let's get into it. First of all, we usually say what we thought of it up front. So
Do we?
Yeah, what did you guys think of it?
State that Captain Obvious.
Well, seeing as how nobody seemed to be jumping in, we were just having fun saying foul.
Okay.
Foul.
What'd you guys think?
Oh, I really liked this. There were bits that were a little bit confusing, kind of.
Like what?
What was
Like-
confusing?
With the Robin thing. I couldn't tell if it was Rumple or
Okay, wait, you're jumping
not.
you're jumping way too far ahead. Because we have a
Why?
theory about it. Well, we haven't talked about what our theory is. It's just
Okay.
like, here's what's happening as a result of my theory, and
Yes.
here's the thing supporting it. No one knows what I'm talking about. So,
Well, yes.
Robin is acting very
Robin came
oddly.
through the portal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Robin
in the
came through the
last
portal.
episode.
he's Weird Robin.
Weird Robin, we're calling him Weird Robin.
Yes!
Paper Robin.
Paper Robin.
Is that like
No,
Paper
pho-
Jackie?
No, it's
Yeah.
Or
photo.
Jackie Paper?
It's Photo Robin.
Yeah.
Little Robin Paper, here to steal Paget.
Maybe Bizarro Robin.
Bizarro Robin.
I
Can
like-
we go with that?
I like
Mhm.
Weird Robin.
Okay, weird, fine. Yep, so, go ahead. So
Okay,
he comes
so
through
he
the
came
portal.
through the portal.
But he's acting very strangely.
But we knew that because, they set it up real well. The Robin that she lost, that Regina lost, was different. He is from a different timeline.
Yes.
And in fact, this is what's weird. He was from, like, a fake world.
Right.
So how he got through is questionable, although if we talk about our theory, it's still questionable. Just as questionable.
Because it could be
Yeah.
Rumple. Because Rumple was there in that world. And
But wouldn't he be fake Rump? Weird Rump? Weird Rump doesn't sound good.
well, he could be
yes.
Frumple. Frobin and Frumple.
Frumple.
Fake Robin.
Oh,
and
okay.
Fake Rumple.
So
Frumple sounds bad, too.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Frumple would have been fake also. So, but
Well, that's why we said
when they came through the portal, I would think they would
High five.
disappear. So maybe, wait a minute, maybe.
we're listening.
So, okay. The
What?
theory is, Martha, you're the one that said it, that Robin is actually Rumple from that other
Yes.
world.
Yes,
okay?
disguised. And
He already knew that they lived in this world. He knows about Storybrooke. He knows about this world. He knows that
Right,
there's
he knew all this.
So why would he stay there? Like, that's totally a Rumple thing to do.
But
And
the same problem still arises, that
Yes.
he's not a real person and coming through wouldn't happen. So maybe it is somebody else.
another Rumple. Maybe
Why
it's
do
the
you-
Black Fairy.
Could be.
Oh. Why would Rumple not be real in that world? He was time travel, didn't he?
Well,
just
no,
time
because nobody
travel
was
there?
real in that world.
No,
Okay.
The
everyone's
ones that
fake.
were real were the people from Storybrooke that went over there. Everybody else was from this fake world, and they said that. And that's also why they said, how did he come through?
Right. Because
how
he is
he's
real.
not real.
He has to.
Yeah.
So who's real?
There's something real in there.
So if that's the case, then maybe
Maybe it
is Rumple.
But wait, I have a theory
Oh.
that is kind of the worst. But
Are
so,
these theories or hypotheses?
hypothesis.
All right. so go-
Hypothesis. How you say
So,
it?
hypothesis. Or
Hypothesis.
hypotheses.
Yeah, there you go.
Hypotheses.
Okay, so go ahead.
Okay. Hypothesis. Okay. So Rumple time trip. He cloned himself and went to that dimension, and the clone. No, and
We
then
haven't seen any
wait.
cloning on
No,
this
no,
show.
And the clone got sent to that dimension. So he has a bit of him that's real Rump.
Okay, wow. My head hurts.
That would be Rump, because it's 2 R's.
No, he'd be Crumple, because he'd be a clone.
Crumple!
Oh, yes!
But I think it is, I think you are right. I think it's Frumple coming through. The only
or
part
it could be this black fairy business.
it could be.
It's got to be something that is real. There's got to be some part.
Something that was real, but how did it
Black
get
Fairy.
into a fake world?
Well, the same way they did.
Unless
I
it
was
went
about to say, how-
through when they did,
Right.
they didn't know it was there. It disguised itself.
Gideon!
What?
Gideon!
Who's Gideon?
They're Rumple and Belle's kid.
Hello,
Oh.
Mother. Father.
Oh, but what happened? Didn't something happen to him?
No, he's just plotting his new demise, but this might be his new demise. Oh.
Did he poof? Did he
He's
poof
plotting
out of
his
there?
own suicide or
Wait a
something?
minute, wasn't he fighting
Emma in the last episode.
And then didn't he poof out of there?
Yeah, and he poofed out of there.
So maybe he did.
He might have poofed into their portal.
He
Poofed
could
in
have.
their portal.
Right.
So then he'd
This
be.
really just sounds
So he's
wrong.
not Phrygian. He's
No.
Gideon disguised. That would make sense because
Yeah.
he's like Rumple. He went there. He's disguised himself as Robin,
Yeah,
and he's
that's why he's
trying.
stealing the stuff and he's doing the stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, because he's magic and he knows
I know I
what
want
stuff
this,
what stuff
and
is.
I want
Robin
this.
would never have known what anything could do or
You just be
how to
like-
use it. Why would he possibly
Yeah.
take her
Although
magic?
that-
He'd be like, this stuff over there.
What? Who talks like that? But
Mom.
here's the other question about it. There were a couple of things, and these might just be weird inconsistencies.
Okay.
But you just said, well, they wouldn't know about magic that way.
Mhm.
Yet, in this episode, David and Hook were doing alchemy to do the thing with the coin so they could find out about the father. Neither one is a magic
Wait.
character.
No, but they
Wait.
know it because they live with people who are magic all the time. And
I
they
know.
Could
watch
they
them.
do that magic?
Why not?
No. Okay, so they broke it, they stole Emma's spells and spell books.
Mhm.
Oh,
And
did
it
they?
tells them how to
Did we
do it.
see that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
When he went in the shed.
he said,
And then in the basement.
Oh, yeah.
Then in
Yeah.
her house. He took the other
That's
stuff
where she had
from
the
her
cute
house.
hat on.
Yeah, I like that
Yeah.
hat.
See,
But
I did not
I did
like
not
her
like-
shirt.
I did not like the sweater.
It wasn't a sweater.
It
It
was
was
a
an
shirt.
embroidered
I thought it
shirt.
was a sweater, but
It
you're
looked like
right,
a-
Martha. It's a
Of course.
shirt.
Are you questioning
It was
me?
like weird and floral,
Okay,
but hideous.
it looked like
floral.
like a blanket my grandma once made.
Yeah.
It
Was it
reminds
a
me
hideous
of that.
blanket?
No.
No, but it's got that
No, but it was black with all the
got that-
colors on it, and it looked
that
just looked
European,
I'm a
like
poopin'.
old European.
Huh?
He said European. I said I'm a poopin'.
Yep.
Oh, 8th grade Martha's in the house. Okay.
In the house.
Okay, so can we talk about some stuff?
Like,
We were
So-
talking about some stuff.
So,
We were.
but I don't like what you're talking. Okay, go ahead.
Well, so we have that inconsistency that I think you guys have cleared up. They were able to do the magic because of that. I think we'd have to really go back to look at when Gideon is where to make a good argument for being Gideon. But I as an overall thought, I think that the Gideon idea is the right one.
wait.
Yeah.
Hook killed David's dad. Just wanted to change the subject.
No, I'm not done. You can't just change the subject. So, last thing about this, let's just wrap that part of it up.
Okay.
So, we're saying that there's a good chance that it is Gideon,
Mhm.
which is why we're getting the vibe that it's Rump, because it's
Yeah.
Rump's son.
Yes.
But it's Gideon who is disguised as Robin.
Mhm.
And I was saying it seemed weird that he tried to kill the sheriff of Nottingham, but you said
That the person could have just been doing that to
Be like,
Build the
oh,
illusion.
to build.
I am Robin.
See me
killing
be Robin.
Nottingham.
Yeah.
Right.
And then
because he also didn't succeed, even
right.
though he was stopped by Regina.
right.
If it was Robin,
He hesitated and let it happen.
Yes.
That doesn't seem, especially with this Frobin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He would,
just be like,
he would just kill
boom,
it.
you're
Right.
dead.
unless he was wanting to be stopped at that crucial
He
moment.
wanted
Yeah.
to be seen
Yes.
and stopped. I think.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we have Hook and David. So we know they went in and stole. Well, Hook didn't do it. He didn't want to do it, but he watched over David.
Right.
He watched, kept guard and
Yeah.
distracted Emma when David wanted to steal her stuff. But he was doing it because he wanted to propose to Emma, and he
Yes!
wanted
I was just about to say,
He wanted
David's
David's
blessing.
approval. Yes.
So in this episode, we found out that David is ready to do anything to
David,
find out his father. He stole from his daughter, broke into her shed, had Hook lie to her.
Right.
David actually was an interesting character in this one. He actually had something to do.
It only took 6 seasons.
He was interesting-ish in the beginning.
In what?
When he had his mullet? Yes.
Well, he was
When he looked like
awesome.
he was the roadie for Bon Jovi?
Yeah.
Yes.
He was interesting.
Okay.
Definitely.
So he does give Hook his blessing for him to get married.
Yes.
And
Well, that's the very end. Yes.
And he says, "Of course I would give you my blessing." Well, that isn't quite the very end.
Right. Well, okay. I want to talk about this ending. So the whole episode, as far as David is concerned, is about him.
Well, we have to talk about the. Okay, so they were.
Yeah.
It
Let's not do the
starts
ending
out-
yet.
They were babies and they were sick.
David and his brother.
They were very sick.
And then
So-
Rumpel
Would that
came
be-
and gave them.
David?
Yes.
Okay.
David and Bames.
Like James.
I
David
got
and
it.
James.
So
They'll leave a light on for you.
so Rumpel came and said, "If you give me,"
Reference.
I'm ignoring you all. He came and took one of the babies, and then saved
Yes.
their lives.
We saw the deal that happened. Now that
because
goes
the
back to,
king wanted a son.
that goes back to like first or second
Yes.
season.
When they were talking about that, but they never showed it.
They never showed it, and they didn't really explain the situation.
Right
This
now we did, yeah.
explained it.
Yes.
And the dad had to make a hard choice. And David's been mad at his dad this whole time, thinking he was
thought
drunk.
he got drunk and he fell victim
Yeah.
to alcohol. But
We found out why.
well, before he was.
Are you jumping to the end again?
No, wait,
Okay,
no.
let her do it.
Yes. So we found out why he was drunk all the time
Yeah.
because of the guilt.
Because he listened to our podcast.
No, it's like Hamish because of the guilt and
Yeah.
Hunger
Yes.
Games.
In Hunger Games.
He kept
yeah.
getting drunk. And so then he went, I'm going to be sober. And he went off to find James because James ran away from the king.
Yes. And he ran to Pleasure Island.
Yes. And when he went there, and I could totally want those people's awesome, creepy makeup, but.
Okay.
So he went there and he found James, and James said, "My father wants me to be a knight. I don't want to be. Help me, please, please. Take me home with you, etc., etc."
Calgon, take me away.
And then he was starting to escape with James, and the king stopped them.
Mhm.
Aha!
Right.
And he went, "I shall kill you."
Why
And
are you
he
taking
still-
Penny's boat?
And then he stole James, and these two knight guys,
Yeah.
they took the father
Yeah.
to this weird little cliff area, and he's like, "We'll pretend you just drove your cart off the road." And he's like, "They will trace it back to you." But then they go, "No, they won't, because you're drunk." And he goes, "No, I'm not." And then they take alcohol and they pour it on him. and go,
Right, so now we see why they
Because
think
they
he's
didn't
drunk.
have
You've been in-
breathalyzers back then. So
Right.
if he just smelled like it, they would assume
Yeah.
he was
Ye
drunk.
old breathalyzer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh,
And he's like, "Now people will think you're drunk."
Yes.
And they were about to push him off the road and
Yes.
kill him. And then Hook came along and stabbed the guy.
Yeah, how about that
And then-
stabbing? Like, big sword right through the chest. Wham!
well,
And then he went in, and the dad was like, "Please spare me. Thank you so much. I just need my life
And this is when he
to
was
get back to my son."
bad
And he
Hook.
goes, "Oh, but the dead man tells no tales." And he stabbed him right through the stump.
yeah. The what?
through the stump.
What's that?
There was like
Stomach.
bad impressions,
I don't
bad
know what
accents.
that was. I want to just for a second.
The worst monologue ever, followed by stabbed in the stump.
I want to talk about the when James's dad, David's dad, went to Rumpel's castle,
Yeah.
and then he wanted to look in the crystal ball-y thing to
Yes.
find out where James was.
Right.
Mhm.
And Rumpel said, "Okay, I just need a piece of your hair," and he yanked the hair out of his head. he was just doing that
Yeah,
to be
I was
kind.
confused. I thought he
Because
Yeah.
he had a
was
moment
doing his
of
deal.
sympathy as one father to another,
Right.
but he couldn't let him know that. So he pulled the hair.
Yeah,
And then after
goes,
he
said small things have great power, and the guy walked off and he goes, small things have great power.
And then he just threw it away.
And he chucked it away and he went,
Yeah.
and then he looked sad because he remembered his
Yeah.
death.
That's when
So-
sad Hulk music played.
Did
At
Hulk
the
have
end-
a son?
Yes.
The end of every...
Scar. He has a son named Scar.
So does the Lion
Be
King.
prepared.
No, Scar is
I
The
know
evil
his
Mufasa's
brother.
brother.
I know
Yes.
who it is. It was just sort of a joke. Okay,
It
it was
Sort
a
of.
kind of a joke
Yeah.
It was a kind of joke.
You know what?
So-
I'm laughing on the inside, right here in my stump.
in your stump. Let's
It
see.
is right to say stump. It's just
What
short
else have we
for
ignored?
stomach.
So Snow is not too keen on the whole Frobin.
No.
Yeah,
thing.
she's like, Regina went, it was like kissing photos.
Paper.
No,
she
she
said
said photos.
photos. She
What?
We
said,
just watched it again.
All right, yeah.
she said photos
whatever.
because it looks like the regular Robin, but it's not him.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
that
just
kiss
like-
was weird.
like-
Very awkward.
And when he kissed her, he was like, "Yay, I'm kissing you," and she was like,
Ugh.
I'm cringing, and you
Yeah.
taste gross.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go throw up now.
Yeah.
That's what she did, basically.
Yeah, that was that was a good scene. She definitely made the face that this was off.
Yeah.
And
Ooh.
you know what? I think we're right. It's gotta be Gideon makes the most sense. Gideon really makes the most sense over anybody. And that would also explain, I mean, he's this weird guy too. Like when she kissed him, think about it, when he first appeared, it's like, how is he here? He's not even born yet. Now he's this adult thing, and it was magic that
Thing.
made it happen. And,
Dang.
you know, and it would make sense that she kisses him, and it's like, not only is it not Robin, but
He's a freak.
the heck is this? Yeah, it's weird. So
He is a freak.
makes sense. So now we can go to
But
the-
Regina-
Maybe Gideon
Regina-
isn't real. Maybe it's just the Black Fairy pretending to be Gideon.
Right, but Regina has got
And Gideon is still a baby somewhere.
a problem now though, because Robin is here and she doesn't know. Now she's got to deal with this situation.
Well, she's got to figure out that it's not Robin. Once she
Yeah.
figures out it's not Robin, then she can like, oh yeah, I'm done with you.
Mm.
And then
Yeah,
it can become Robin and Rump. What? Oh, but Rump will be happy if that's Gideon. You're killing my son.
Yeah.
More conflict. So, Molly, the ending that you were alluding to. So
Oh!
Which part?
August.
The ending with August or
Yes.
the ending with Robin
The ending with
stealing
August.
Oh, okay,
What?
both.
well, let's do
Okay.
Robin, earlier they went into her lair, as I like
Regina's
to call it.
lair. Yes.
And she showed him something. She said that's very powerful. Well, later he went and stole it.
Yes,
I think we might have already talked about this.
we did.
But
But
We
anyway.
did.
That's all.
no, I don't think we did.
Okay.
But he stole it, and I was thinking it was a heart. But when you go back and you watch it, it was the thing sitting on the table, and he
Mhm.
starts to touch it. She goes, no, that's real powerful magic.
Mm-hmm.
She had already told him, these over here are hearts. So whatever's in there,
And
it
she goes,
might be
"No."
the spell that wipes out Storybrooke.
It
But
might be the
he
curse.
knows whoever is in him, whoever is running Robin at the moment.
Running
Uh,
Robin.
Running Robin.
Rockin'
Is that-
Robin. I hate
Oh,
that.
you
It's like-
love that.
It's like
Uh,
Rockin' Robin, except Running
I
Robin.
hate that song so much. But anyway,
Running Robin.
they whoever's in there knows what it can do.
Yeah.
That's why it's
Mhm.
either got to be Gideon or Rump
Yeah.
or the Black Fairy. It's somebody that knows
It's someone in that family.
that knows what it is and what
Right.
it does.
Yeah.
Nobody else would care.
Right.
I just realized something.
Did you? What could that be?
Gideon is not as powerful as Rump.
Well, duh.
Because he's his
I
son.
just realized this.
He's only half Dark One.
So he's
The other
Barf.
he's Hideon.
Yeah.
Hideon, yes.
Okay.
I'll
Were
take
we
a
drunk?
half calf, half rump.
Half.
Can't have 3 halves.
You are in fractions, in math. You haven't figured that part out
I
yet.
would
I'm
like
a little
a
concerned.
half bell, half Rump. Yes, that's called a Gideon, my own.
Yes.
That would be
Oh,
called
oh.
a brump.
No, no,
A
no.
bump.
A bump. They should have called it bump. They should have named their child bump.
I hope none of these become hashtags.
Okay, go ahead.
Please.
So,
Oh, they should. Give me your
so
phone.
August brings the book to Hook,
Yes.
and he says, "I tore these pages out," and he gives him the torn out pages.
And he looks and it's the
He didn't bring him the book. He brought him the pages.
The pages.
Right,
Yeah.
he said these are the ripped out
Yeah.
pages, which once again goes back way back in the series.
And now
we knew there were some ripped out pages.
Hook is in serious
Now, wait.
trouble.
because
This I want to talk about. They showed the picture.
Yeah.
The picture was just of Pleasure Island of his dad and Pinocchio, right?
No.
Yes.
It showed him killing.
it showed
No, it
it
didn't.
showed a Hook and he was going like, "Ha."
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it did.
Go back and rewatch it.
All right. Do we
Through the
need
Magical
time traveling?
Podcast?
No. He,
So it showed that.
I think there was an illustration of him
Yeah, there
stabbing him
was.
next to the cart.
Because if there is, that's a major problem.
That's what I'm saying. Major problem.
Major problem. But that
Major prob.
that's a real problem for him because
I
that means
think
he's
it
been
is.
hiding this. But would he know that was David's father? I wonder if
Maybe.
wait. I
He
wonder
knows
if
it is now.
right. I wonder if he didn't know it was David's father until the moment he saw the picture.
Yeah.
He sees the face and is like, "Oh crap! I killed that guy."
Yes.
Oh,
I don't think it showed him stabbing
Why
him.
are
We're
you
going to
going
find
so
out.
far? Oh, you're going.
I just remembered something
What?
that we didn't talk about. Zelina came up to Regina
Okay.
and she threatened her.
When?
During the episode.
On this one?
Yeah, I just watched you fast forward through it.
Okay.
Wait, what? I wasn't
Zelina
listening.
Zelina comes to
Regina.
Regina. And,
Yes.
And
I
How did she
remember that.
threaten her? I don't remember that.
she comes up to her and she goes, "If Robin comes to take away my baby,
Yeah.
I'll
Oh, yeah,
kill
right.
him. If he does
And then
anything."
Regina told Robin about the baby, and he was like, "What?"
Yeah.
And he's like,
But of
"Oh,
course,
who
'cause-
cares? Let's kiss. I taste like paper."
Tastes like a photo. So okay, it's not Zelina, and Zelina's threat was just to show that she's defending her baby. I don't think.
Yeah.
The only thing it could do is it could help unite the sisters when they fight this Robin.
Yes.
Yeah. I always liked when they were
Yeah.
friends, but I don't like now.
Like, you're causing a problem for
Right.
me. You're not taking the baby.
Right.
All of that.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Now, you guys liked the casting of August.
Oh,
Yes.
You thought he was really good. I'm a little confused by him, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
I think the actor did a great job, and I think he looks close. But because of Sebastian Stan playing Bucky in the Captain America movies,
Yeah.
I'm so used to his face that this guy doesn't look like August to me, even though it's
It
close.
does to me.
Yeah, you're not as familiar
it
with
looks
it.
like August.
It
It
would-
doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
would be like,
I forgot that they recast.
Yeah, I did too, but I kept wondering, who is it that we're seeing?
Oh.
I kept getting taken out of it. Not their fault. I mean, he's become bigger and he's in those Marvel movies now. I'm sure it's hard for them to get him for this, but I'm telling you, I had a hard time with it.
Not at
Okay.
all.
Yeah, not me.
That's
either.
not something that bothers me. I don't know if it bothers any of the listeners, but
Okay, well, I hope
it
not.
doesn't
Well,
bother
if
Molly
it does,
either.
just tell us.
And I thought the actor
Just
did a
tell
good
us,
job.
and we'll call the producers and have them switch him back.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Just tell us. We'll make it all better.
Hello, once upon a time, we have a complaint.
And we sound like this the whole time we talk.
So, okay. We're now everybody. I've lost everybody on this podcast because we're watching the end.
Well, there would be no reason for him to care about what the missing pages
Because he
show.
could just
if-
like chop them up.
Right, but
Sure.
no, but there'd be no reason for him to care if it didn't show the fact that he killed this man.
Sure.
So one of the pages shows that.
No,
Yeah.
he would care. I'm right.
Oh,
You watch.
whatever.
I'm right.
Let's see.
The reason he cares is at that.
Then he's lying.
No.
Oh my gosh, let him
No.
say it.
At that moment when he looked at the page of David's father and Pinocchio, he
recognized
realized that's the guy I killed on the road.
Okay.
I killed David's father.
Now
Up
watch.
to that point. Now watch.
We didn't get
Look.
to see. You're not hearing me. Rob, it had metal rings. There was more than one page.
Right.
They only showed the top page when they were still on Pleasure Island.
But what I'm saying is...
There were a bunch of different pages.
You could be right. We'll find out in the next...
Of course I'm right.
Of course we're right.
I'm brilliant.
We are brilliant.
We will find out in the next...
No, I had that idea.
Here.
We will find out in the next episode, but I'm telling you right now, the only reason he's reacting this way is it was at that moment. He asked David's permission to marry Emma after everything. He helped David through the whole thing. He was not acting out of guilt.
Right.
He has no idea.
No, he does now.
But now he knows. But listen,
yes,
that story was not about him. So that's why there may be an illustration that we find out, but I don't think we will. I think that was it. It was that he realized, oh my gosh, I killed his father. And now it's not like I'm afraid it's going to come out. Is this going to ruin everything when I tell him, wow, in this other life, I killed your dad?
Yeah.
I don't think it's as obvious as there's a picture of me and I'm going to hide it.
We'll see.
Because if there was,
I agree.
Guess who could burn the picture?
Right. No, but that doesn't matter. August knows.
But August doesn't know because there's no picture. I'm telling you, that is not the story.
I'm just telling you. Then why would he give it to Hook?
Because he said he wasn't blackmailing him. You're thinking he's blackmailing.
No.
He gave him the picture because he
never said blackmail.
I found these pictures. They can give David some closure. You know, it's about his dad. And it had the picture of...
So he just happened to give it to Hook.
He gave it to Hook because he saw him when they were passing by.
Yeah.
He knows that Hook and David were together. Hook and David were together when they were talking to August during this episode. He knows, look, you're part of this family. And he was driving by, he saw me, he's like, look, here, can you give these to David? He's going to want these. And there was no blackmail in there.
I didn't say blackmail.
But there would be if it's your idea.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%.
All right. Is that it, or do you have any final thoughts?
I have a final thought.
Yeah,
I don't think I've had any thought.
About the chemical bomb Emma was making for dinner.
Really? You're going to get up on your high horse about milk duds and popcorn?
She was making microwave popcorn.
Yes.
And she melted milk duds in it. No. Bad.
Okay.
Bad.
But you know what? Some people like that, so I'm not going to be judgy on them.
It's bad for you.
Okay.
I'm not saying it tastes bad.
What if she was making stovetop popcorn and homemade organic milk duds?
Give me all of it. Give me all of it.
So take that, judgy. All right. Is that it? Are you done, Marth?
Yeah.
You've been done.
I have no words.
I'm done, too.
You've been done since the minute.
All right.
It started.
Then that's it. Let's end this the way every great fairy tale ends.
Happily ever after.
The
end.